So I'm back. I am back with a continuation, and I decided today I want to talk about the Black experience in non-duality. I'm going there. As a Black woman, I'm going there. As the character that identifies and came into this world with this genetic conditioning and lining, I am going there today because that's what wants to come out. And what are the odds I have on this shirt? um, Beauty in every shade. You can't see it. And it's like skillfully done with all the shadings of brown and black. And I didn't plan that. I didn't plan to talk about blackness in non-duality and have this shirt on. So look at how it connects and how it appears. But whatever, what connects, I don't know. What's true. But now, before I get into this, please keep in mind, everybody that's listening, black people, white people, green people, alien, whatever. Nothing I say, these are all words and concepts, and even the stuff that I'm saying is our past images in our minds. Images, images, images. However, I feel the need to express this because the conditioning of being a black person and what has happened to our ancestors manifest in me, in us as black people. And that is what seems to play out in the things that we do. And that is why I feel called to talk about this. So, relating it to non duality, hard to do. Two different concepts, but I'm going to explain this stuff the best way I can. So, long story short, what I'm understanding is the anxiety and the unworthiness and the oppression that has been placed on our ancestors as a result of slavery has really done a number on our conditioning. And that conditioning is what I currently hold in this generation that came after that. The generations that came after that, that's what we hold in our genetic lining, our genetic conditioning. And that seems to manifest in a lot of different ways. There's so much brilliancy and radiancy in culture, and unfortunately, the flip side of that is a lot of still unworthiness and oppression and addiction and anxiety that comes out in us because of what we have to undo. Well, we don't have to undo anything, but in order for us to be present, or in order for me to be present, I had to undo and understand what was going on with me and take that into consideration. So, my parents, for example, my dad, brilliant. I think when he was younger, he was offered to be skipped like 2 grades, but he didn't because he wanted to stay with his brother. But as he got older, he just got into addiction and like just a lot of stuff mentally that he was had to deal with and still dealing with. And his mother, my grandmother, is having a really hard time in her 80s now, just living for herself and not taking care of anybody, and being mad at us not taking care of her the way she wants. Like, everybody's really caught up in their stories, and the stories are coming from just deep forms of anxiety that haven't been dealt with properly. And then my mom's side, my mom and her siblings lost their parents when they were really young. My mom, I think she was 9, and when she lost her mom, and 12 when she lost her dad. So my mom and her siblings are really successful right now. You would have never even thought this looking at them. Like, they don't deal with a lot of like the addictions and stuff like that. But theirs manifest in like other ways, but it's all deep forms of anxiety still in them too. And I say all this to say those two people came together and made a child. Those two black people with those stories and that history and that conditioning came together and made a child. So of course I have that combination of that type of genetic code and that conditioning, like we all have. But it appears that from what has happened to us as black people, the hurdles that we have to undo to be able to be in the present moment and calm the body down are immense. So, yeah, this is why I like the non-duality message, and you can get there in many ways. I see a lot of Black people doing a lot of like ancestral healing and a lot of sacred work and meditation and veganism and just great stuff. But for me, my path is the non-duality path, because I think for me, I tried so many things that I'm a seeker, so I seeked so many things. I needed something that was very simple, something that was simple that took the pressure off. And because once the pressure was off, I felt okay to let the things come up, let the anxiety come up, let the unworthiness come up, and understand what's going on with myself. So, yeah. In other words, once I stopped identifying what was going on so much, and it gave me the freedom to calm down and be me and understand me and not be ashamed to be me, because I understand me and I understand the conditioning of me. Put it that way. There's no me. I understand the conditioning of me and why this character plays out the way it does, and the traumas and the anxieties and stuff. So that's all I got. I can continue on with this at another time, but that's all I got right now. And once again, keep in mind that you don't have to believe any of this, or you can believe it. It can resonate and feel really great, or you can move on to something else. I don't know. I'm not a teacher. I'm just speaking from my experience and my understanding of this. That's it. Keep in mind always, though, that these are just words and appearances, and words aren't even real. We created words, and we created labels and sounds, and it's all just an appearance, and it's all just coming out. So just let it resonate if you want it to resonate or not. And that's it.